How's it going, people? I had a little incident today that I thought I'd share. It seems kind of topical. First, I think I'll have a little single malt. It's been a while. I deserve it. I just gave a $5 tip to a waitress who wasn't even serving me today. And I'll tell you why. You all heard about the preacher lady that stiffed the waitress and got another one fired for pointing out her own hypocrisy. I saw something similar this morning. I was at a Denny's, had breakfast, and across the way there was, they looked like they might have been J-dubs, very nicely dressed, very proper. I guess I won't go into any more detail than that, except that they were older people, and they were quite full of themselves and in their little bubble of circle jerk righteousness. And this is what they left the waitress: $1 million counterfeit bill with a counterfeit message. I saw the look on their face, and I was hearing some of their conversation because I showed up just towards the end of their meal. But what really got to me, I didn't realize that they'd done this, is when I saw the waitress, who wasn't even my server, when she came to the table and she saw this, I saw her pick it up, turn it around, and quite a few emotions seemed to cross her face. It definitely disappointed her and hurt her feelings. She definitely took it as an insult. And there was no message in this that she hadn't heard 1,000,000 times, I'm sure. I mean, she might have been religious for all I know. And something came over me. And I asked her. I said, "Hey, excuse me, is that one of those counterfeit bills that are actually Bible tracts?" She goes, "Yeah, $1 million bill. Whoopee." And I know that the government hits them for taxes on their tips, and they guesstimate how much they're going to make. So when you stiff a waitress or a waiter, they're going to pay taxes on the tip they didn't get as if they had got it. And they don't make much money anyway, and they work pretty hard. So I told her, I said, "Hey, I've always wanted $1 million bill. I'll give you $5 for it." And she said, "Sold." And that smile on her face was worth it. I didn't talk religion or atheism, although she did mutter something about fake Christians. And I didn't say anything, but I thought to myself, are there any other kind? How many of them are giving all their wealth away? And how many of them are treating the least among them as if they're Jesus themselves? No, they're people who follow the Paul example, which is, it's not deeds, it's just faith, which is a lot easier, I guess. Anyway, I'm not going to really read this, but it just turned my stomach. And, but I felt kind of good when I saw, the waitress's smile. I like how In God We Trust is extra large on this. But it's, yeah. And it's, it's the, was it 19th President Rutherford B. Hayes. $1 million bill. Take that to the bank, folks. Anyway, I thought that was kind of interesting, since shit like that's been happening these days in the news. A waitress got fired for showing that this religiga-tarded hater preacher, who kind of resembled the folks that did this, although I won't go into detail because it's not about that. It just turns my stomach, that pompous, self-righteous, nauseating phoniness. Anyway, I'll read this, but I'll do it in another one. because I think I've made my point. Peace the fuck out. Have a wonderful whatever the fuck it is you're having, and don't stiff the waitress.